Hello, hello, hello. Jessica's in the house. Okay, let me just check that everything's happening on the YouTube because there's a minute delay. And is it happening? Is it working? Is it what's going on? Yay, there I am, there I am. Okay, volume's off, everything is good. Hello, hello, hello. You can see lots of smoke is climbing up, billowing up. We've been doing clearing. I clicked the right button. That is fantastic. Hopefully this will die down soon. Clear, 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 clear the energies, clear the energies. I'm going to start today's read by apologizing because I made a mistake. I am human and the energies are all kinds of wackadoodle. I put a post the other day, yesterday, about Saturn being retrograde. Saturn is not retrograde. Saturn moved into a new sign. Saturn is in Aries. He's not retrograde yet. Goes retrograde in July. I apologize. Somebody called me out on it and was like, why are you promoting misinformation? And I was like, it's a human error. I meant Saturn in Aries, not Saturn in retrograde. Jeez. Yeah, I'm laughing at it. Whatever. But yes, Saturn moved into a new sign, which is making us all feel a little spinny. It reminded me of that song by Dead or Alive in the 80s is you spin me right round, baby, right round. Yeah, so that's where my head's at. It's all spun round because of Saturn, which isn't retrograde yet, but is a new sign of Aries. Firing things up, kicking it up a notch, making us get real. Get real. Are you getting real? I'm getting real. I'm getting really, really real. So we're going to start today's read, which I actually kind of did because when I hopped onto Facebook and did like a mini live, just to let people know that I was going live. And so I pulled a card. Today's oracle read is called "What's That Coming Over Hill," which is another song. I hear song lyrics in my head. I know it's an autistic thing. But I often hear, I'm like, what kind of a vibe is it? And then like I hear a song lyric. And there's a band, and I can't remember the name of them, but they're from the UK, and there's a song that's like, what's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? And I'm telling you, what's coming over the hill is the trickster. It's a trickster. So I'm gonna reread about the trickster energy. I'll show you here. Look at this, like magician kind of. Doesn't he look like Loki a little bit, except the blonde hair. It looks a little bit like Loki. I'm gonna get into mischief. Loki is an excellent example of the trickster archetype. Somebody who has got power but is not using it in exactly the right way. So we've got light and shadow attributes to read here because to every archetype there's a light, there's a dark. That's what we're doing right now. We're looking at the light to find the dark. We're looking at the dark to find the light. We're looking. We're doing self-inquiry work is what we are doing. And the trickster is bringing in some messages for us. Okay, so in the light attribute of the trickster energy is all about transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and expecting different results but not getting different results, this archetype is coming in to like go, hey, yo, maybe try something different. It's not working. I like the way that it says stuffiness. And for whatever reason, immediately I kind of thought of Taurus energy. So any Tauruses out there that are slow moving in changing tacks and changing directions, the trickster is coming along to say, yo, try that way. This way is not working. Try that way. And it's not just Taurus, because we all have like different things that we're slow in the mark. But yes, I don't know why Taurian energy is coming into the mix with this. Shadow attribute is manipulating others through duplicity. Okay, so the trickster could vary in its worst form could be narcissistic energy. Okay, so what's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Yeah, it could be a monster if it's definitely a narcissistic energy. And since I was early getting everything ready, I was like, hell, I'm going to like look in the book, which I never do in Carolyn's book, but I'm going to hop on in here and read what it says to the archetype of the trickster. So other terminology for trickster could be a puck. Oh, that's a new term. Or a provocateur. Like a little bit of sleight of hand. Listen to my words. Don't see what I'm doing. Listen to everything is fine. Everything is fine. Why are you reacting like that? Little bit of gaslighting. Meanwhile, I'm over here like doing things that I don't want you to see. Okay? So a provocateur is something that you have definitely a red flag for. So some of the other points that she has to make about the trickster energy that could be at play currently right now, and you yourself could have a little mini trickster playing some tricks on you. Your mind can definitely be a trickster. Some of the shadowy energies out there, some dark energies could be a trickster, and some people could be a trickster. So keeping our eyes open on what's coming over the hill could be a trickster, which plays dubious jokes or tricks and makes fun of or is made fun of. Okay, well, I was married to that and it sucks. I don't like sarcasm, and people who tend to be very sarcasm that has a jab to a joke, be forewarned. If you're the butt of the joke and everyone's laughing but you, that's not nice. That's mean, and can be a way to make you feel smaller, make you feel less than, make you feel minimized. So don't be the butt of the jokes. Make sure that you're laughing with. I've never really understood, and this is just me, so I know there's couples out there that will argue with me, but I've never really understood couples that play practical jokes on each other. Like, that shit's mean. Like, it gets really mean. Like, maybe, I don't know, they get off on it or something, but yeah, that's a no for me. If somebody's playing continual tricks on you and joking at you, that kind of energy is shady. We also can be either a deceiver. Listen to my words. Listen to my words. Don't watch what I'm doing. Don't watch what I'm doing. Who tricks others out of something they're entitled to, or a helper or messenger from the divine. So that's an interesting energy, because even the divine, I did a video earlier today and I was talking about how God, Spirit, Source sent me really irritating situations today. To make me, but I needed those irritating situations today to make me see what I needed to see. So sometimes a little bit of trickery is done by the universe because we're not getting it. We're a little bit slow, and so it's like, okay, maybe you'll get it if you get really irritated. Maybe you'll get the message, right? So maybe if somebody is irritating you or a situation is irritating you, that irritation is trying to make you make inspired action. So that could be something that's working for us in the light energy. Something shadowy comes along to inspire action, to make us move one step closer into the light. So that's another way that this energy can be playing out for us. Can have a great ally, in presenting alternatives to the straight and narrow path. To people and institutions that seek to hem you in through peer pressure and conformity. You need to do it this way. This is everything. Yeah, no. Break free from that. And then shadow trickster takes pleasure in misleading and upsetting others. So that's definitely narcissistic vibes in there. So eyes wide open to see what's coming at me. Is this negative situation truly negative, or is there a lesson of the light that's coming in with it? Is this light person that looks so charming and nice truly what they say they are, or is there shadow and darkness within them? So don't trust at face value something as shadow is just being bad. Aha, there is good within the bad, and don't trust the light as just being good. Aha, there is bad within the good. So the trickster's a little bit of the yin yang, where in the traditional there's the extra, dark within the light and light within the dark. So that's where we're being asked to look, is to look really closely at what appears like a really wonderful thing that might not be so wonderful, and appears to be a really shitty thing that actually might have some really amazing lessons into it. So we're also being asked to look for a lifetime pattern. Yeah, a lifetime pattern, either of creating havoc or liberating, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So yes, watch my video that I posted earlier today. My bad habit is trying to save everybody else, and in so doing, sacrificing me. A little bit of a doormat syndrome could be described, or messiah complex, savior complex, people pleaser, any of those types of energies could be at play. That's what they are for me, and I'm like, oh, let's look at this situation. I think I'm doing a good thing, but within the good thing, there's something not so good. It's not so good there. Something smells a little off. It's like a perfect apple that looks so nice, and then you take a bite and it's got like gross inside, and you're like, damn, it looks so good on the outside. So yes, be careful of those apples. Apples can be poisonous, especially the shiny ones. Go for that imperfect apple. It might taste super sweet. Alrighty, right, so we got trickster. Let's do with more archetypes, okay? I dig the archetypes. So next we're gonna hop into Nick Bantock, the Archeo personal archetype cards, and see what other archetypical energies are coming up with Saturn in Aries energy, not yet retrograde, going retrograde July 13th. Have I corrected myself well enough then? Yes, we are currently Pluto in retrograde. I apologize for the mix up there. Saturn is in Aries. It just went direct in Aries. We also have Venus doing something right now, shining brightly in the sky. But July 13, Saturn moves retrograde again. So right now, Saturn is kicking us in the buttocks, spinning us around and say, you don't remember playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey? Do you remember that game? I used to play that game. I don't know if that's showing my age. Do kids even play that game anymore? Maybe it's not politically correct, to pin the tail on a donkey. Who knows? You'd get so dizzy. You'd be like, I don't know where I'm going. But you definitely weren't doing what you normally would do. You weren't walking like you normally would walk. You're not thinking like you normally would think. It's giddy and funny and everything else. So that's kind of what Saturn in Aries is doing, is spinning us around and making us try to do our same patterns that we normally would do. And we're like, oh, this doesn't feel right. This isn't working the way that it used to work. We have the eccentric coming up. Well, that suits. I've got the vibe of like going down, what is it, Highway 69 in the United States? Is that the correct highway? 69? Jack Kerouac heading off on an adventure down the coast of California there, off doing his own thing. I'm going to be a little bit of a rebel coming in here. So this eccentric is accepting our weird, accepting that we're not going to do things according. See, we were talking about conformity and the stuffiness and the regulations of being in the box, and we're like, hell's no, I'm breaking free. Free Bird, Leonard Skinner. There's our next song that's coming up. So we're breaking free like a bird. Free like a bird is where we want to get out of the old habits, the old patterns, the old routines, the old bullshittery, and head out on an adventure on the road. Where is it going to take us? Where is it going to go? You know, you look at a map, you don't know the exact topography of a trip when you hop on an adventure. You don't know what's coming over the next hill. You don't know if there's going to be a valley with beautiful trees, or you turn a corner and then all of a sudden there's some gravel and it's like kind of like hard to ride over that, or you come around another bend and there you're out looking and you're seeing whales breaking the surface and dolphins swimming. You have no idea of all the like small little things that are going to meet you on a new adventure. You just know, okay, I'm planning a route. I want to get from A to B. I've never been to B before. I've only gone AC, 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 and I'm getting really tired of doing the same cycle and it doesn't work and I see it and this is crazy. Okay, I'm going to like go a completely different route and head off down Highway 69 and head into a more free energy, a more... Let's hit the road. Let's hit the road. I love this dude. I love this dude. Jack Kerouac is coming up. What's the book that he wrote? On the Road Again? On the Road? Something like that. 1960s? I may be showing my age there. But anyways. So how can you embrace some more eccentric energy, to break out of the old, to escape from the matrix, to escape from the same cycles, the same karmic cycles over and over and over again? That's funny. Cycles. Cycle. Play on words there. So I'm going to throw this guy up here and let you guys just suck in that vibe a little bit. Suck in that vibe. And yeah, maybe listen to a little bit of like Leonard Skinner. I dig Leonard Skinner. Some good 70s tunes are good on the road music. I have a 70s music playlist. That's one of my... On the U Movement, go check it out. I think it's called Old Cool. My Old Cool playlist. A little bit of Dave Bowie. Dave Bowie, I saw live. Loved that. That was awesome before he died. Some Led Zeppelin. Pink Floyd. Yeah. So get a little bit of rock and roll. A little bit rock and roll, a little bit edgy, a little bit get you the fun on the road. Let's go with this one. Okay, we've got, I think we had this card recently. Anyways, the Shadow and Light Oracle. Today's decks are all Shadow, Light, and Archetypes. We've got Solution, and we've got Problem. So the problem isn't going to be sorted with the same solution that you've already tried 152 times. The solution is in traveling the road less traveled, is to go down the path you haven't tried, the one that's scary, the one that has adventure, the one that is uncharted territory. Okay, so we're going to go into new places and new vistas because that's where the solutions lie to these problems. It's like I'm melting. This dude is kind of like the old is melting away from him. It's disintegrating. Ego is going, and look. Oh, the bright sunshine on the face, going, yes, I can breathe, I am free, I am purified. This nice white sweatshirt. I dig it. See, he's hopped in his bike, he's gone down the highway, he's blaring his Leonard Skinner in his ears, maybe a little Steppenwolf, you know? And he's like, yeah, oh my God, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to get off my bike. I'm going to take a look out. I've never been here before. Look at that vista. It's like this oceanscape in behind him. It does have a really California feel. And now I'm hearing the Eagles. See, it's definitely 1970s music day today, people. A little bit of the Eagles playing for me. Hotel California. I'm going to just stop in this hotel here in California and I'm going to suck in this adventure and enjoy it a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Now Santana. See, boom, boom, boom. I'm liking that the solution seems to be a little bit of music. Utilizing music to set the vibe to get yourself into the energy that you may want to be in, that you haven't been in a while, that teenage spirit again. We all have our inner child. We also have an inner teen, and the inner teen is like, I'm going on my motorcycle. I'm taking off. I'm James Dean. I'm a little bit cool, dude. And I'm heading off, and I'm going on an adventure. That's where the solutions are found. Okay? That's a beautiful card. I dig it. Let the past disintegrate. It's not easy. But it can be at least fun if we're listening to like 1970s classic rock tunes. That certainly makes it a little bit like more fun. Now I'm hearing AC/DC. See? There we go. I'm going to have to go play this. Maybe I'll pop it into the chat later for people. My old cool playlist and get the vibe on. On the highway to hell. That's what I'm hearing now. But we're not on the highway to hell. We're on the highway out of hell. That's what we are. There needs to be an edit in that song. A highway out of hell. We've been in hell for a long period of time. Let's create anew. Let's create something altogether different. Heaven here on earth. Now I'm hearing Belinda Carlisle. She's a little bit later, but there we go. She definitely does not belong on my old cool playlist. I try to keep things by genre. Next up, we have card number 12. I like the number 12. I was born in the month 12. Any other numbers come in? Yes, we had number 19 is what came in here. I can't tell if that's a number on eccentric. No, it's not. So we're moving along. We'll leave that guy up there. And card number 12 is touching the earth. Planting something new. Oh, this is giving me the tingles. Like in all the good places, the tingles. We can see here, touching the earth. This is a lot of the energy that's coming up for me as of late in my own healing journey, is reconnecting and recalibrating my connection to Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the feminine energy. We've got a really feminine energy coming in, this angelic energy, the Mother Earth. Now, why is this important to connect to feminine energy? Because a lot of us, unfortunately, were raised with malignant motherhood. Now, what is that? That is a mother who is toxic. You can equate it to, in the wild, mothers that eat their young. That goes against nature. A little bit. And so what happens when you're raised with a maternal energy that is toxic, and it's not their fault. I'm not blaming them. It's not the blame game. They were past the family trauma, and it was passed on. And so it landed with them, and they showed up in narcissistic energy or toxic energy, or maybe addictions, or maybe their own trauma that they hadn't transmuted yet, so they were self-focused and neglectful. Maybe it was very abusive. And so when you have a mother, we're talking mother energies right now, when you have a mother that's in malignant a narcissistic energy, the problem is your view on feminine is distorted. And when you have a distorted view of feminine energy, you shove feminine energy into the shadow. And when you shove feminine energy into the shadow, you step into distorted masculine energy. And I certainly can put my hand up to that and say, absolutely, I was a fixer, I was a doer, I was a people pleaser, I was a this, that, and the other, which is distorted masculine energy. I'll solve all the problems for everybody else, because if you feel safe, then I can start to feel safe, because you don't have a connection to the feminine, to the nurturing, to the soothing, to the gentle, to the vulnerable, to all those energies. It's not safe for those things to come out. So we need to mask up and be in our protector, our grizzly bear, our mama bear, I'm going to take care of things. And so what we're being asked to do is reconnect to earth energy to heal the connection of feminine understanding. So to heal the lineage, heal the line of the feminine so that we ourselves can balance our own divine feminine energies within us. We connect and we reparent ourselves through the earth that is the mother energy, and then we can like heal ourselves and our feminine, pulling our feminine energies out of the shadow and back where she belongs, and then relaxing the distorted masculine energy. The masculine can relax and everything can kind of get back into a state of balance. And this card here says planting something new. Okay, so planting something new is about doing it differently than we've ever done before. If we've stood in distorted masculine energy, it doesn't matter what sex you are. If you've been in distorted masculine energy, we need to re-honor the feminine. So how can we connect more with feminine energy? How? This is the question. How can I do this? Connect to the earth. Put my hands on the earth. Move to the trees. Be near the trees. Connect as much as we can in a sensory experience of feeling loved and nurtured by Mama Earth, okay? Mama herself, as a new example of what mother, maternal energy, feminine energy is to us. And that is going to create a whole new way of being energetically. I'm also getting like all giddy with this card because I'm in the process of rolling out an entire new initiative, which I'm very excited about. I am going to do a video on it to talk more about it. I just recently got permission from her family to use her name, which means I will be moving forward with the Melissa Spearing Seed of Hope initiative, and I'm going to tell you all about that in another video. But my dear friend Melissa, who was an expert of trees, she was a fairy of absolute. Her knowledge of plants, seeds, that was her job. So to like plant something new as this card comes out is amazing to me. So yes, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Melissa Spearing Seed of Hope initiative to help out warriors who are not feeling grounded, who are feeling overwhelmed and going through spiritual emergency and or crisis. This is a program that I am deeply impassioned with because she herself was there to plant a seed of new in me, and it's grown in my heart space dramatically, and something that I want to spend the rest of my life honoring her with. So yes, more on that to come, and I'm loving this energy. So let's connect into the earth energy and plant some new ways of being, new things to grow, and build a whole new earth. Not just me, not just you, everyone, all together. Interestingly enough, when I put that deck down, I put it down upside down, which I normally don't do. So the bottom card is sticking out. And so I'm going to keep this one up because it's also beautiful and holds in. So I'm going to pull this card off the bottom of the deck because we have sacred gratitude. And so we're touching the earth. And now we're touching the trees. We're touching the trees, people. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. So yes, let's get out and spread some love in the forests are calling. They're calling to us to reconnect to the mama and feel the energy, the grounding energy that is provided. If you are going through a spiritual awakening, you need to ground as much as possible. I have a playlist on grounding. It is vitally important. When you are spinning out and things are a little too real, and what's real, and I don't know what's real, and oh my God, am I going crazy? Am I schizophrenic? Am I in dark night of the soul? What is happening? Is this like warfare? What is going on? What is going on is get your butt outside and be mothered, remothered by Mama Earth herself. Feel the trees and connect into the root system that helps ground all of the intense energies that are opening up our higher chakra systems. So if you're going through a lot of shifts and changes through the purification process that is a Kundalini awakening, you need to ground. I can't say it enough. That is card number 50 that is coming out for us. So if you aren't already doing grounding practices, I'm telling you, it is better than anything else you can possibly imagine. You know, the simple things in an awakening are the things that are going to heal you, and they don't cost any money. I spent a small fortune in year 2, 3, on my spiritual awakening of going everywhere to everyone, like, help me, I'm having this symptom, and help me, I'm having that symptom, and I don't know what's going on. I need an acupuncturist. I need an osteopath. Oh, now I need a homeopath. Now I need a doctor. Now I need a oral surgeon. Now I need, I spent thousands of dollars because I was in chronic pain. And I'm going to tell you the honest to goodness truth, other than the very important life lesson that came with that the most important healers were Mother Earth, the sun, the air, the water. That's it. Those are the best healers out there, available to everyone at any time. I'm sure you live near a park. You can go breathe. You can go sit in sunshine. You can lie down and feel the grass and feel supported. Oh God, Mother, please support me. The gravity will hold you down when your mind is going, ah. Feel the gravity. That is Mama holding you firm, holding you tightly when Mama wasn't there, holding you tightly before, perhaps, your own Mama. So, yes, we are connecting to Earth energy, connecting to Mama energy. We are next going to move into work your light. Work your light, girlfriends. Yeah. If we correct the distorted feminine energy, you know what else that we correct is a lot of the behaviors that we do as feminine, as women, that are toxic. You know, like some of that gossipy stuff and that manipulation stuff and that provocateur. You know, that's not what you're after. We know that's not what you're after. I've done it. I've been there, putting on the slap, as they call it in the UK, and going out and that's not what I was after. I was after somebody going, oh, I love you. Yeah, no color of lipstick gets you that. It really doesn't. And I love it. See, more feminine energy coming in. This is kind of too incredible. We've got the sisterhood of the rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So look at this stunning energy, you know, honoring the divine feminine energy within, honoring our divinity, our sexuality, our bodies, our minds, our creative centers, our womb space, our hearts, our voices, our intuitive knowing, our connection to the divine. We are honoring the sisterhood. Okay, so this is just an absolute beautiful card. As we heal the relationship with the Divine Mother, we heal the relationship with our divine feminine selves. Okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean if you're a man, this reading has nothing to do with you. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us, and men can be in masculine or feminine energy in a distorted way. There's a lot of masculines out there who show up with a primary amount of distorted feminine. And distorted feminine on a masculine looks like highly manipulative, a lot of gaslighting, and you know, sneaky kind of energies is where a distorted masculine is more, you know, overt A distorted feminine is more covert. So whether you're man, woman, we want to reconnect our energies with the divine mother energy to heal the feminine energy that is within us, because society as a whole has taken the feminine and shoved her into shadow. They shoved her into shadow for thousands of years. They distorted the lineage of the Rose, Mary Magdalene, and made her out to be a prostitute, which she wasn't, you know? So we are taking the labels off, the distortions off, the nasty sexuality off. We are like clearing all of that away and recalibrating to our own divinity, to our own feminine power and truth that comes with the connection of the rose energy. So if you're wanting to connect more with your feminine nature, one thing that we can do is wear rose oil. I have rose oil. Look, right here, right now. Let's get some rose oil. I have a big, huge bottle of rose oil. I'm not using it on burnt, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna just swim in that. I'm gonna just swim in that. So some rose oil is. Put some in your bath. You know, enjoy holding the feminine heart space. Look, we've got this beautiful. I'm gonna get as close as I can. That's lovely, lovely, that one there. Okay, so some of the solutions are the solutions are connecting to the feminine energy. That's the solution. With not doing what we've always done, not putting the feminine side of ourselves into shadow, not saying shush, you need to work harder. Nah, you need to rest. You need to recalibrate. You need to release. You need to is what you do. Next up, let's hop over to the dark mirror. Because, well, if we can do shadow, then we are warriors. And we're balancing our warriorness with some feminineness coming in. You know, I was talking about in my video earlier today about embracing my girlier side, and it was hilarious to me because, you know, here I'm on this retreat online, and he's like, tell me what you are, you know, an I am sentence, and everybody's like, I am light, I am a goddess, I am a divine being, I am peace, and then it comes to me and I'm like, I am a fairy princess. Which is so not me. That's so the opposite of the me that I've always been is like, I'm a warrior. I am strong. I am capable. I am going to prove myself. And I'm like, no, I'm embracing my feminine. I want to be a little fairy princess, and I want to be in light and giggles and fun, and for God's sakes, I want somebody to take care of me for a while. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. So, yeah. Girliness coming on out. What do we got here? We've got atonement. Now, talking about girliness and the poor divine feminine has been, like, not treated very well. We've got card number 31. Stabbed in the back much? Ouch. That's exactly what we've been doing. And not just society that stabs us in the back and says, you're not good enough unless you shave your armpits and wear these clothes and buy these products and stab you in the back. You're not good enough. You've got, like, you're feminine. You're ate from the tree of knowledge and cast us out of the good place. You're bad. You're naughty. Let's repress you. Let's beat the patriarchy. Yeah, we've been stabbing the feminine in the back for a long period of time. And we've been stabbing ourselves in the back for a long period of time because we've been voluntarily participating in this bullshit and saying, oh, well, you're right. Maybe I need to do something differently to, like, get what I should deserve. And yeah, so we're going to pull some of these fuckers on out and be like, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done with the interpretation, that trickster that comes in and says, you know, oh, I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna be like, and then they're the ones that you have to worry about, to stab you in the back. So yes, we faced a bit of betrayal. We got betrayal wounds happening, and with this card, it's like atonement. Interestingly enough. You know, she's walking her way. She's exposed. She's walking her way into the light and is probably owed a lot of apologies. So maybe you can expect some people showing up who are now facing their karma and go, geez, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, some atonement is owed. And maybe that atonement is owed by you. To yourself. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The amount of times I've said that to myself in the last 4 years, it boggles. Millions of times as I've pulled one sword out of the back after another sword out of the back after another sword out of the back. So yes, we have some atonement, the energy that is coming in, and some righting of some wrongs, which means doing things differently than we have before. That doesn't mean tolerating and accepting and letting somebody get in close enough to be able to do it again. No, that might mean having a little bit more boundaries or walking away. She's walking away. She's like, I've taken in enough now. I am walking away. So I am. Next up, let's go into the White Light Oracle and give it a little bit of a countering energy, a nice balancing energy. And so this one here, I'm going to hop into the book because Alana Fairchild's descriptions is just so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And some of these cards, I'm still learning this deck. I think this deck will be my most complicated deck that takes me a while to read because the imagery is... I usually read off of imagery, but this is almost mysterious. We've got the Beta of Spirit Wolf. Card number 23 coming in. That's beautiful energy. Oh, shall we move this around and put this guy up here so you can see the atonement? Look at that. Which is funny. It's the front and the back. It's like mirror images. That's kind of cool. That's like, we got our eyes in the front and we got our eyes in the back. We are like, this experience has made us, you know how they always say parents have eyes in the back of their head? You just intuitively know. I always knew because it would get really quiet. It wasn't really actually eyes in the back of my head. It was more like ears in the back of my head. And I'd be like, it's too quiet in that bedroom right now. Something mischievous is happening. And you'd walk in and you'd catch him with like chalk on the walls. Luckily it was just chalk, but that was really funny. I was like, why? You don't paint on the walls with chalk? Wasn't me. Wasn't me. And I'm like, who else was it? You're the only one there. The little guys made me do it. That's what he said, the little guys. The little guys made him do it. So luckily he stopped listening to those little guys. That's because I said, you got to stop listening to those little guys. But I had eyes in the back of my head is what I did. And so our wolf spirit is coming in to like help us be exceptionally intuitive. Utilize a little bit more of our frequency up here, you know. Let's go into the book and see what Beta of Spirit Wolf. Beta. Let's hope this is in alphabetical order. No, it will be numbers order. So 23. Beta of Spirit Wolf. Give yourself enough rest. Yeah, that was my momentary pause to really like drill that message home. Because why? Because that's feminine energy. We're balancing masculine and feminine energy. We need more rest. Give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself. I can't make this shit up. Ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You're heading down a new path. You will find a way through any tricky situations. Trickster situations. You will find a way through. This is like getting ridiculous now. As you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty come confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. Commit to your tasks and stay focused but flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. Spirit will skillfully guides us through the transition of uncertainty. Well, thank fuck for that. Ugh, this time has been very uncertain. He enhances instinct, intuition, and presence so we can sense and avoid possible sabotage or traps and intelligently and safely find our way around them. Spirit Wolf tunes into our instincts without creating paranoia or hyper-arousal. Well, that's good because we've had enough hyper-arousal to last us a lifetime on this Kundalini awakening. This is the medicine of awareness and engagement that comes from tuning in without fear rather than from defensiveness, suspicion, and building walls against life. Oh, yes. We don't want more walls. We lived in a castle long enough, and that's funny, you know. We think about fairy tales as you get to end up in a castle and live happily ever after. But in the world of opposites, because everything is opposite in awakening, it's almost like the castle is the prison that we're escaping from. That happily ever after wasn't so happy after all, wasn't it? So was that where that was our destination, or is that the midpoint at which the story actually begins and the hero is born? Because you're saving yourself, you're not waiting for a knight in shining armor to come along. It's the journey of saving self from the castle. Everything is opposite. Everything is opposite now. Where direct confrontation could stall a resolution or make matters worse, Spirit Wolf teaches us to soften our energy, feminine, appear less threatening, feminine, and therefore minimize the chance of the other party reacting aggressively out of fear. This enhances the possibility of resolution. Spirit Wolf calls for lunar wisdom, for feminine, for honoring the non-rational knowing of intuition, for trusting our spiritual instincts and inner sense of timing. He is the unconventional, eccentric. He is the unconventional yet reliable pathfinder. He shows us how to be flexible while remaining connected to our higher purpose. Beta of Spirit Wolf brings the message that your resourcefulness and capacity to meet your needs is greater than you realize. We have it within us to engage all situations with courage and willingness. We will always find a way through. With his tribe, there is also a reminder that connection is an essential ingredient in our approach to life. Sisterhood, soul tribe. Sorry, got lost there. To thrive and have as much fun as the intelligent, playful, successful, adaptable, resourceful wolf, we need love in our lives. Oh, yes. Brrr. Wouldn't that be nice? To experience love, we must be willing to reach out, open up, and run the risk of letting love in, as well as to share it unconditionally without thought for what we can get out of it. Again, distorted feminine energy is, I'll give you this if you give me that, where divine feminine is, I'm going to love you, and if you cannot give me anything that back, that's okay. I'm going to just go on and carry on with my own life, but I'm going to still love you, and that's okay. I got it covered. You know, I'm not going to be vindictive, and I'm not going to be nasty. I'm just going to be what I'm going to be, and that's all there is to it. I got to take care of me while you're still if you can't give me what I need right now, that's okay. Go. Take your time. Divine time. Go. Go on. It's okay. Go figure your shit out. Go on. That's good. Further. A little bit further. Okay, good. Now I'll just carry on with my sisterhood while you're gone doing your own thing. So we will. And while you're gone, I'm going to like touch the earth, and I'm going to have sacred gratitude, and I'm going to be with all this beautiful feminine mother energy, Mama Earth. What else do we have going on here? Unconditional love will transform the beautiful gift of love into a manipulative tool of ego. So yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing tit for tat, literally. I give you my for tat. Yeah, no more tit for tat. We are in an energy of divine union with self. I'm good. I'm going to just keep doing me. And I'll talk to my sisterhood. Okay, so beta brain waves oscillate between 14 hertz and 40 hertz. It is the power of our waking state when we are alert and reasoning is heightened. Okay, so it's good to be alert. So it is. It goes on and on and on. But I think that pretty much sums up everything that we've written before. Now, this is my last deck before I sign off for today. So if you would like a card pulled for you, please throw it into the chat, and I will pull a card for you. So let me know if you would like that. Meanwhile, I am pulling next from Diana Cooper, Angels of Light deck. And 2 came out, so there we go. We'll take them both because they need to be heard. First up, we have Adventure, which reconfirms our eccentric card is going off on a wonderful adventure. I think I'm going on a wonderful adventure. Life is an adventure. Be ready for the unexpected to make the most of all opportunities. The angel wisdom suggests you get out of any habits or ruts in which you are stuck. Do things that are different and face life with a sense of wonder. If the path ahead seems dark, do as you would if you were exploring a dark place. Ask your angels to light the way, then watch for the signs and signals that tell you where and how to go. Explore the new with excitement and courage. These magnetic qualities attract money. Oh, yes, please. Attract money. I would like some of that. That sounds pretty sweet. I got lost where I was reading. And career openings. Ooh, I'd like that too. And add zest to relationships. Which is funny because I don't know if it's the spring, but there is very much lately like a bomb chicka wah wah vibe. Like seriously, it's a very odd energy. It's like it's a new energy that I've been feeling coming in. That's the masculines have been doing the work, and there is definitely a shift upwards of more of that power because masculine, I haven't talked a lot about masculine energy in this read, but masculines, when they step into their power, you know, when the feminine pulls herself out of, and the feminine leads, so when the feminine pulls herself out of that toxic femininity, that distorted femininity, and pulls herself back into divine femininity, that leaves a void that the masculines have to fill. So if the feminine was in masculine energy and the masculine was in feminine energy, all in distorted and toxic patterns, when the feminine pulls herself up, which we've been seeing the feminines doing for the last 4 or 5 years, the masculines have to like raise and join. And there has been a massive influx of masculine energy saying, you know, hey, I'm going to like I'm gonna lead here. I'm gonna go on this eccentric path. I'm gonna go and do things a little bit differently. I don't care what other people say. I'm going as a lone wolf. I'm walking away from like old toxic patterns, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it now. Where before I was like, where are they? What's happening? I'm looking for a leprechaun, you know. But now it's like, wow, there's definitely like a more that we've flipped that trickster energy on its head. I don't think the men are tricking themselves anymore or deluding themselves that the feminine is anything to be repressed. They're seeing her exactly for what she is and be like, I got my eye on the prize. The angels are inspiring you to move forward with anticipation, expectancy, and hope. The affirmation that is coming in is, I face adventure of life eagerly. Yes. We also have the energy of kindness. Kindness, which is not the same as niceness. Niceness is trickster energy. Do you know those people with the archetype that is nice? I'm nice. I'm a nice girl. I'm a nice boy. And then as soon as nobody's looking, they're doing lots of things that aren't so nice. So nice energy, I don't buy into nice energy anymore. Nice is a facade. Nice is look at me with my camera as I give this person food that's homeless. Look, I'm giving them food. Yet that's not nice. That's not kind to like draw attention and like shame and humiliate somebody who's already down on their luck and shove a camera in their face. That's not kind. So we're being told to be kind, to shift out of the trickster energy, which is like the shadow of kind is nice. Nice girl, nice boys. Nuh-uh. Be real. Be authentic. Be kind. Kind is a very different energy. In order to be kind, you must open your heart to the gentle qualities of caring and compassion. So way less about what you look like and way more on what is the kind thing to do in this situation. Kindness doesn't always come off looking nice. It is far kinder to say to somebody, those pants make your ass look fat, than to say, yeah, you look lovely. When they don't, I want to know. I want to know. It is far kinder for somebody to say, listen, you're a nice person, but I don't like you. And I don't want to be friends with you. And you're weird. I'm like, okay, you're entitled to your opinion. Thank you for being kind by telling me the truth. As opposed to filling my head with smoke and being a little bit of a like delusionary character that comes in. So kindness and niceties, one is shadow, one is light. Be kind to yourself. Have reasonable expectations and give yourself due praise. In order to nurture the gentle qualities of kindness, cherish yourself. Who sings that? Cherish. Is that George Michael? George Michael. When you do something for yourself, you automatically extend the same energy to others. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's a little bit of like a fry pan on the top of my head to remind me that in being kind to yourself, you are being authentic and real and honest, and therefore being much kinder to somebody else than appearing nice. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a fry pan in the head with this read, but that's okay. That's okay. I can handle it. Kindness melts barriers of ice around people and re-empowers those who are afraid. So reach out to the lonely. Draw out the shy, include those who feel isolated, and comfort the sad. And do it all without a camera in your hand. Your rewards will be a sense of inner peace, warmth, and love. I want all of those, and I want you to have all of those too. So the affirmation there is, I am kind to myself and others. I am kind to myself and others. And yes, we have a card for Jessica. And well, Jessica, I'm going to hop into your Oracle deck since, you gave it to me. So this is for Jessica, which doesn't mean it's not for everybody else. We are a collective after all. So thank you very much for the energy Oracle cards. If anybody is wanting to donate an Oracle deck, at this stage, I'm actually going to suggest maybe donate money instead until I land where I'm going to land. I don't know what's going to happen, but yes, I think I'm good for the time being. But if you would like to donate instead a cup of tea, I will throw that into the chat right after I pull this card. I appreciate any and all donations that come through to help support the You movement and the growth and the new initiatives that are coming ahead. We got initiatives. Cornucopia! That's a plethora. And card number 11, I dig that. So look at that fruit. Look at the fruit. I dig it. So fruit and the light, and we've got this beautiful butterfly, and we've got more trees. So cornucopia says, good shit is coming. As we are touching the earth and planting something new, so we're not at the cornucopia quite yet, but we are planting something new. We are tending to that new. We are, working with the sisterhood to build something new. And when we do that, it's going to bring all the fruit. The cornucopia. I dig it. I dog diggity dig it. Got lots and lots of butterflies. All kinds of fruits coming through here. Abundance. That's what this card is all about. Abundance, baby. Abundance. Okay, we have Sharon next up would like a card. And I'm pulling from the Twin Flame Ascension deck for you, my darling. Don't know if you resonate with Twin Flame Journey, but that's okay. Even if you don't, if you're on a spiritual awakening, these messages will come through for you. So it's Twin Flame Ascension. Take me home, Oracle, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. Don't even know why I'm singing that song now, but it could add to my old time list. We have awareness. Card number 3, crystal clear vision. So this one is for Sharon. Anybody else who wants a card read, now's the time. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I love this. We've got kind of like right at the very center of the card, it's like one of those evil eyes, the Turkish evil eyes in there. So that comes back to like this beta spirit wolf of you having eyes all around you, being fully aware of what's happening, because you're seeing things not only on the 3D. So it's like, oh, I see you. You're speaking words. I'm not believing them because I see you on a spiritual level, and what I'm seeing isn't adding up. I'm seeing what's coming at me from all directions. I'm holding myself in a place of awareness as everything is in this perpetual state of movement all around me, but that's okay because I'm still. Even though there may be like chaos and things and everything's turning and everything's shifting, now I'm hearing the birds turn, turn, turn. To everything, turn, turn, turn. Yeah, sorry, I'm not the best singer. I really need to like practice that. But yes, we've got spiraling energy coming in all around you, but you are the calm in the storm. You are the awareness in the confusion. You are connected to the divine, and the divine is holding you in a place of steadiness, while everything else might be a little bit off. That doesn't feel right. That's not adding up. I'm not buying what you're selling. That seems a little bit no. Is what that is to me. So, yes, I like this energy. It almost looks a little bit like there's like a piano, the keys of a piano, like black and white keys of a piano. So we also have all the astrological signs in here, the shifting of the ages. You're aware more that's going on than meets the eye, my darling. You know stuff. You know stuff. And the stuff that you know, you're going to trust in it, and you're going to show yourself a whole bunch of compassion in this. You know, be not just aware, but be conscious of, in that awareness of who you're sharing what you know, right? Make sure that they're on the same kind of wavelength as you, because some people might not understand where you're coming from, and there could be some trickster energy around you. You know, this card also was like, conform, and you're like, I'm not conforming to nothing. I'm being my own person. I'm grounding myself. So that's that card for you. I hope it resonates. So to do a wrap up of where we are today is where we started from was the trickster energy. So what's that coming over the hill? Is it a trickster? Is it a trickster? Yes, we're saying hells to the no when it comes to the tricksters. To any tricksters out there that are still in that energy, go do your own spiritual work. Please and thank you. Go on an adventure to find yourself. That's where we're being asked to do, is to be authentically ourselves. No more conformity into the bullshit. While we're going through all of this change that is happening and these new things that we're planting, we are going to have to reconnect to Mama Earth and connect to the grounding of that energy to heal the relationship with the feminine within all of us, that mother connection, okay? The connection of mother-child. We need to heal that. It doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. If you have mommy issues, it's time to address some of those mummy issues. If you want to book a one-on-one with me to talk about some of those mummy issues, please reach out. Let's do that. So that we can ground and root in an entire new way of being where we're solving the problems by not doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We're going to try new things. We're going to go out on our own. We're going to take time while we are on our own to pull out all of the betrayals, to grieve the betrayals, to heal the betrayals, to pull out the limiting beliefs about self that have been forced upon us, the programming from everything from, you know, like girls shouldn't get angry. Get fucking angry if you're angry. I'd be damn angry if I had this many knives in my back. And many of us are walking around with a hell's lot of knives in our back just because we were born with certain body parts. You know, government, get the hell out of my uterus. Then we also have the sisterhood, because that's where we're going to find compassion, understanding, support. It is creating communities, and that doesn't necessarily just mean, you know, within women. Find communities for yourself. I've joined a satsang community, which I'm quite happy with. Find communities. Join the Spiritual Warrior Support Group as a community. Join the Spiritual Warrior Support Group Zoom meetings on Wednesday. We would love to have you. Join the sisterhood that's in those meetings where we discuss all kinds of stuff that you might be going through on your awakening. Your first meeting is free, 100% free, as I don't know if I want to do these meetings. I'm not really sure if it's for me, so I'm going to test out the waters. And thereafter, it's all of $11.11. Donation, please and thank you. So come, join the sisterhood, okay? We've got some masculine energy with their eyes on the prize coming in and saying, "Hey, wait a second. You know, I'm seeing where I was, I'm seeing where I'm going, and I'm making different decisions. I'm making more adventurous decisions than I have in the past because it's kinder. I want to be a kind person, a genuinely kind person, which means being kind to me. No more people pleasing, no more putting my needs on the bottom of the pile, no more bullshittery. I'm going to be actually authentically real and speak up and say my truth and all of that because I want the cornucopia. I want the abundance, the health, the wealth, the love, the holidays, the success, the fruits of your labor, the fruits of your labor. And in so doing, we're going to become more and more and more aware. The conscious awakening continues. As everything swirls around you in utter chaos, be the calm within the storm. That is today's oracle read. If you would like to book a private oracle read, please reach out and we can get that set up for you. Otherwise, that's that for today. I'm going to quickly just throw in the chat here if I can. Buy me a cup of tea if you enjoyed today's read. And I greatly appreciate that. So I'm going to just throw that in the chat. And there we go. Otherwise, those that are watching later, there is a link to that in the chat for you. It is now 5:55 p.m., which is a perfect time to go peace in. Peace in, everybody. Absolutely take good care of yourself and sending you lots of love. Now I have to figure out how to sign off.